What's up, guys? Doug, Kb2UKA. I'm going to try this again. Oh, man. I just recorded like 7-8 minutes of this video, and I didn't have my mic streaming into OBS. I had it muted. Well, at least this wasn't live. All right. What's up, guys? So, for those of you that know me, know I love good transmit audio when it comes to ham radio. And I started going down this rabbit hole about a year ago. Today, I found what I think is the holy grail for making any receive sound really, really nice. And I'm going to show it to you today. What I'm going to show you is very, very easy to do on an SDR radio. The Sun SDR 2DX, the one I'm running, any of the expert electronic radios, Apache Anon, Flex Radio, any of them. Very, very easy to do what I'm about to show you on a SDR, and a true SDR radio. Even the older Flexes, this is very easy. Flex 5000, Flex 3000, no problem. This can also be done on most conventional radios as well. I'm not going to get into how to do that, but there are a million videos on how to get the audio from a conventional radio into your PC or your Mac. So if you have a conventional radio and you like what you're about to see in this video and you want to attempt it, depending on what radio, but most of them, you're going to need to get yourself an external sound card. Focusrite, which is what I use, M Audio, which I've used. I still have one here. Mackie, there's dozens of USB audio interfaces. And you'll have to run a connection from the conventional transceiver to the USB audio interface. And then you'll have your audio in a digital audio workstation, which again, I use a digital audio workstation to process my transmit audio. I am now using a second digital audio workstation. It's just the way that I set it up. I didn't want to make an aggregate device and combine my audio interface with VAC and all that stuff and run it all through the one DAW. So I set up a separate DAW just for receive, and that's where I monitor from now. And that's what you hear on the stream, the last few live streams I've done over the last couple of days. And that's what I'm going to show you. So I hope you enjoy it. All right. So this is Expert SDR3, alpha release, version 0.11.0. And let me tell you something. This has great noise cancellation built right in. So does V2, version 2 as well. I've never ran an Apache Labs Anon. I'd love to run one, but I've never ran one. But I know from videos and from friends, the noise cancellation on them are phenomenal. What I'm going to show you in this video will take whatever noise cancellation you already have, and you'll turn it up tenfold. That's how confident I am that you're going to be amazed what you're about to hear, okay, and see. It looks pretty cool while it's working. So, what are you going to need to get this bad boy running? So you are going to need a DAW, okay? Now, you can run beautiful, beautiful transmit audio with a $0 cost digital audio workstation. I've done it. I've used Cakewalk. A lot of guys are using Cakewalk. Costs you no money out of pocket for transmit audio, except a microphone, which you're going to need anyway, and a USB audio interface. To run what I'm going to show you today for receive, you are going to need to use a specific DAW. Okay, so right here, This secret weapon that I'm going to show you in a minute can only run on those highlighted workstations, okay? So we have Ableton Live, Audition CC, Cubase, FL Studio, Logic Pro. Logic Pro I already use for my transmit. Logic Pro is about $200, one-time purchase. Nuendo, Premiere Pro CC, Pro Tools. Pro Tools is what I'm going to be showing you today. That is the second DAW that I'm running for the receive audio. Reaper or Studio 1.5. So, full disclaimer, you're going to need one of those audio workstations. So if you're on a conventional radio, you're going to need an audio interface. Anywhere from, I don't know, 120 to, you don't need anything over $250. They're all different price points, the audio interfaces. You can find them used probably under 100. So you're going to need an audio interface. You're going to need a DAW. One of these DAWs right here. One of these highlighted ones. The DAW is going to be anywhere from $150 to $250. So figure, let's just cut that in the middle. Let's say $200 for the DAW. Let's say $120 for the audio interface. So we're at $320. $320, and there'll be one more purchase, which that purchase is the secret weapon. This RX Elements, $129. So $320 plus $130, that's $420, $450. $450. You're going to have unbelievable audio that, receive audio, that I don't know if you can get in just a transceiver, any transceiver. If you're running an SDR rig, the Anod, the Sun SDR, Flex Radio, any of them, if you're running an SDR rig, you don't need the audio interface. You don't even need the audio interface if you do an ESSB transmit audio, unless you're running a separate DAW. If you're EQing it through the SDR software, you don't need the audio interface, depending how you're getting the mic into the transceiver. And if you're not a live streamer like I am, if you're not recording videos in OBS, you will not need an audio interface because you will send your receive audio to the DAW that's going to process your receive audio via VAC if you're running a PC, or via Loopback if you're running an iMac, which I'm going to show you Loopback today. Most of you guys are running PCs. Just think virtual audio when I'm showing you Loopback, okay? So let's jump into it, all right? So let's have a listen real quick. This is my AGC turned all the way up. Not too bad. You hear the crackle dackle. Okay, here's a signal.
5 inches of snow here. I know Chris got, what, half an inch? We beat him.
You got a carrier there.
Over
Let's
in
go right.
Northeast Tennessee. And incidentally, my name is Rob.
Not too bad at all.
Bravo. 38 degrees, gonna get to about 38 degrees.
I can lower the AGC.
That's gonna be it. It's gonna warm back up tomorrow. We haven't had much of a winter.
And it's great, right? I just wanted more.
Then I gotta run out and meet a guy. I'm selling some stuff and he wants to buy it, so I want to run out and meet him. So that's about it for me and for Georgie. Roger, Mike. So I'll be sitting here listening, and hey, it's getting colder by the minute down here. That cold wave is coming through. Yep, same up here. I believe I heard somebody in there. Was that you, brother?
Okay, so this is a piece of software called Loopback. And what Loopback on a Mac allows you to do, it allows you to create virtual audio devices. So I've got a few of them that I made here. Some of them I don't need anymore. I'll explain that shortly. So right here, DAW audio, you see as I'm speaking, the levels are changing here. This is the virtual audio device that I created that allows me to run my, here, I'll show you, run my transmit audio into Logic Pro. This is Logic Pro, okay? So my input output in Logic Pro, my input is my audio interface, my Focusrite Scarlett, and my output is that virtual device that I created, DAW audio I called it. And then what I do is I tell Expert SDR down here that my input and output is DAW audio. So that's how I get my process transmit audio into the rig. So now I wanted to get my processed, my raw receive audio into another DAW. So it was a little bit tricky for me. What I ended up doing, let's see. Okay. Okay, I ended up creating another virtual device that is just my receive audio, okay? And then I pumped that receive audio into another virtual device that I made my input in Pro Tools. So that here is Pro Tools. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to turn the volume back up. Okay, so here's my input output. You'll notice if I mute the radio, there's no more level here. So this has nothing to do with my transmit. My transmit, which for the live stream now, I had to create even another virtual device just to get my mic audio into OBS. But as far as Pro Tools is concerned, all I'm doing is listening to my receive in Pro Tools. That's it. Okay? So if I turn the volume back on, there's my receive level. Okay? So I have one track here. And here's my output track.
Pretty good. I'm going to clear with W4SSN. Dennis, I got to run downstairs for a minute. Turn it back to you and see if Brother Warren's in there. N3QIG. All right there, Mike. I'm good to hear you, Bob.
So now, here's the magic weapon. You're going to go to RX Elements. And you're going to download RX Elements after you already have one of those DAWs that this works with. So Logic Pro again, Pro Tools again is the one that I'm using for receive. And then what happens, these higher end DAWs, it just knows when you download a new plugin. And next time you open it, it asks you to authorize the plugin. You authorize the plugin, and you're all set. You're off to the races. So here it is. Okay. So it's the RX Voice Denoise. And it has a beautiful feature here called adaptive mode. You know what adaptive mode means? You don't have to do anything. It does it all for you. So let's play around with this a little bit so you could hear what I'm talking about. All right, so I have it in bypass mode right now.
Hoffman hot dogs. One of them was Grandma Brown's baked beans in a big can, and the other one was Les Clown for cleaning the grease out of my work clothes. So we used to bring cases of it down every year.
Yeah, there's lots of regional products. That's the only place you can find them.
So we're going to turn it on.
Let me tell you, my first experience with a hot dog up north was somewhat of a disappointment, but I've learned. When I was a kid, we would travel with my dad up to visit my aunt and uncle up in Pontiac, Michigan. And I remember the first time we went up there was about 1961. This is the first time I can remember. And we stopped somewhere along the way and got a hot dog. Well, all they gave me
Guys,
was
my AGC is fully cracked open right now.
Over on the side, and pickle relish, and onions, mustard, and ketchup, and stuff like that.
You see how the algorithm is working right here, and it takes a few seconds.
The way I get my hot dogs is mustard, slaw, chili, and onion. So
and it gets quieter and quieter as it's working. Now, you can do a few adjustments here. I'm going to adjust the threshold a little bit, so stand by.
Yeah, up north they got a name for that, and I can't think of what it is. We call them loaded. What they call chili dogs. That's what they call them, chili dogs.
Yeah, some places call them chili dogs, and some places will call them loaded. But you couldn't comprehend putting slaw on the bun. I got a couple of friends like that, but that's the way we were raised on them. But there was another hot dog. There was a
Guys, my
place out of New York.
AGC is 100% open.
Nathan's. Did they have those
Okay.
around upstate New York?
So now I'm going to adjust
They
this.
do, but
Hold
they
on.
ruin them.
Now I'm going to adjust this to where I would actually be listening to it.
Dogs. I cook mine in olive oil. They were all on the grill, and I like them burnt, man.
Well, you like a little carbon in there. Well, that's all right. My late wife liked it that way. But I don't care for them boiled, but I'd rather have them deep fat fried.
I can adjust the input-output. Sometimes I have to do this, depending on the strength of the signal.
Prefer toasted buns. I mean, they're okay with me. But when I get a chance, I have the opportunity, I like my buns steamed.
Yeah, the Sheets organization, they have steamed buns in the rack down below the hot dog cookers things there. And they got some good hot dogs. I'm not sure if they use Oscar Mayer, but they got the big fat hot dogs. And for $1.89, man, that thing will fill me right up. And they got slaw and everything over on the side, and even chili.
I just filled up a Sheets this morning, but I've never eaten any food out of there. That's something to try. There is a restaurant chain in the south called Sonic. I don't know if they're up north or not. But
Now it's in bypass, and my AGC is down.
Yep, I helped build the one right down here in Mooresville.
Yeah, they got good food, but they're chili dogs, or coney dogs they call them, coney dogs. They're pretty good.
Now it's back in line.
Like you, have traveled the country a whole lot and tried a lot of different foods all over the place. There's lots I've tried yet, but when I used to travel a lot, I get hungry for some home cooking. The first place we'd pull in would be a truck stop, because they always had a lot of southern dishes on the menu. Over.
Yeah, there used to be several good ones. There used to be one in Warrenton, Virginia.
I just cracked the AGC up.
Quarles'
Not all the way.
Texas Truck Stop. No, Quarles' Texaco Truck Stop. And it's now gone to fast food. And that's too bad. They had the little old black ladies in the back cooking, and man, you could get pinto beans with onions on them and everything. If you wanted onions, they'd throw raw onions on top of them.
Kb2UKA, copy?
I do believe I hear a familiar voice, Kb2WNY, and the group W4BWY. Good afternoon.
Let's find a weaker station.
I'm on the east-west firing antenna here, so I guess I'm firing in your direction. But
All right, 5 and 7.
Kind of funny, but Mel, you're banging in here 20 over S9 at times, and then you'd fade down to about a S9, and then back up again. Anyway, yeah, they've got their all fiber. It's not available yet. They installed it, or they ran the cable, the fiber lines on the power pole. Probably about, probably 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was around Thanksgiving, I guess.
So he's an F7. If I want him louder, I'll crack open the AGC.
I'm going to guess it'll be pretty soon here, but I'll be honest with you, there's There's anything to get off of Comcast, I'll tell you, that's the bottom line. So I'm going to give it a try. But it's not cheap. It's pretty spendy for what they want. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We don't really use much for it in the way of TV anyway, so I don't need Comcast. But I do want good internet. That's important. So that's the story on that. And yeah, I was out
And you
about a
could
little
hear
bit.
when he pauses.
Just running.
All of a sudden, the noise comes back in because it needs the voice to differentiate between what's noise and what's spoken word.
We'll have to be buying Matt some donuts. He's going to go for his extra this weekend, which is kind of cool. I told him it's about time. He's been a ham for, 20, 25 years.
We'll get quiet in a second.
For him to upgrade and get on with us guys and be able to go wherever he wants to go with that. Anyway, let's pick up the breaking station. Who that is, my name is Joe. You were about 5 and 8, I think, 5 and 9. I didn't really look at the meter, but it's a Whiskey Alpha 2. So why don't you come on in and join the group here, K9 United Radio.
Okay, so now we have a real weak station. I can't hear him anyway. I bypassed the plug-in. Yeah, I can't make him out. All right, let's see 80 meters. Which? All right, let's see 80 meters, which gives me a lot of noise. Ooh, hear that? Okay.
I don't think it's a Mountaineers Fest. No,
Let's go down here where, look at this noise that I got. So if I want to hear this, I have something going on, some QRM issue right here in the band.
If you're familiar at all. But, no.
Watch this.
We had a pretty open winter last year, and the Farmer's Almanac said it was going to happen again this year. So far I haven't seen much snow.
That other guy's just too weak for me. But as long as the station's somewhat above the QRM, I can hear him.
Now it's 3 days. You no longer can pass it.
Right.
Just like a normal virus.
Just like the tens of thousands of tests they sent out would make everybody positive anyway.
Yeah. In partnership with somebody else that wrote the software.
And then, of course, that guy left, so Paul had to design his own. So, well, this is a new one. They've had this model out for many years, but they've upgraded the software many, many times.
Okay, that makes sense. It's going to work for you.
Yep.
You got to remember one thing, Joe.
What's that?
Well, you're not Joe, but you'll do. That tuner is just fooling your radio into thinking the antenna's any good.
Well, I'm quite aware of that, Mike.
The way they work, right?
Yep. I think that's the way all tuners work. Yep. Yep. So the transmitter and the amplifier happy, and if it's happy, I'm happy, and we're all happy. I'm not learning anything here. Well, what would you like to learn, Bob? We can write a new chapter or something.
I want to know the name of that gentleman's book, the Texas guy.
Oh,
it's called Pacifier. Okay, thank you. I'll look it up on Kindle.
Yep, by Rick Littlefield.
Yeah, Edwin MJS. Yeah, I'm not much of one to write a book there, Joe, but, it'd be cool if somebody, not throwing your hat in the ring there, but, yeah, someone wrote a book on the bullnet there from the early days to the present there, and I'm sure you got plenty of pictures and stuff like that, but, yeah, like I said, I'm no author, but, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd sell like hotcakes.
Oh, yeah, I could see that flying off the shelf. That'd be so exciting, I wouldn't even buy it.
All right, guys, so that's it. It's just really nice to listen to.
Yeah, it was just a thought. If someone did, I would buy a copy.
Well, for Christ's sakes, write the damn thing. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, come on, brother, write the damn thing.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not an author.
I feel like this, for me anyway, it's the only thing that was missing. Like when I listen back to the last couple of streams I've done, I'm on a, whoa, look at that static crash. I'm on a vertical and I can't get it any quieter. Someday in the near future, I plan on having some big wires, but right now I can't. And this is a way to get almost silent receive. It's not perfect. You hear when they get quiet or they stop keying, the noise floods back in, but within seconds it dissipates away. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions on getting the audio routed into the DAW, shoot me an email. I'll help you as much as I can. But man, oh man, what a way to get a quiet receive. It's a little costly, but if you think about what these noise reduction boxes cost and all that, I've had them. They don't work this good. So 73, everyone. I'll catch you on the air soon. Thank you for the support, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.